I wrote my ex letters for years. Fate reunited us, and now I'm blocked again. 3 years ago, I met my ex on Omegle, where we bonded over long conversations despite disagreeing on music. We quickly made a strong bond and started dating, even though we both cringed at the idea of an online relationship. Early on, I learned she had a traumatic past, but I was too immature and overconfident to realize how emotionally draining her struggles would be. Eventually, the relationship took its toll on me, and though I loved her, I made the decision to break up with her, a choice she fought against, but I stood firm. To this day, I regret it. After our breakup, I was involved with other girls and managed to forget her for a while. But by the end of the year, I realized that none of them compared to her. She had everything I wanted, from her looks to her personality, but I hadn't appreciated it while we were together. This led me to start sending her letters through her P.O. box, which I have from when I once sent her a game I wanted her to play. In my first letter, I expressed how much I missed her and mentioned dating other girls after our breakup to forget her, but it didn't work. She replied with a cold, egocentric tone, which was understandable given how badly we ended things. Despite her response, the fact that she replied at all kept me writing more letters. 3 months later, I sent another letter, again admitting I missed her and feeling ashamed for reaching out. She replied in the same distant tone, this time pointing out the mistakes in our relationship and how short it was. When she didn't respond to my third letter, I became obsessed, sending more and more letters in the hopes that she would reply, but she never did. Despite my efforts, I never got another reply. I will change the locations for privacy reasons. My parents and I were going on a field trip to Texas. My ex lived all the way in California, so she was hundreds of miles apart from where I was at, adding also the specific city I was in. I decided to go to one of the shopping malls from the city. I was getting out of a store when I saw a girl that looked exactly like my ex walk from the other side of the mall floor. I was so astonished by the similarities that I followed her direction just to make sure it wasn't her. As I was getting closer, I slowly started to realize that it was actually her. I was panicking very badly. My heart was beating very fast. But I was thinking to myself, even if it isn't her, you got to talk to her, and since I wasn't 100% sure,